Beneath the planet Earth, there are mysterious worlds most people have never even heard of. From massive subterranean cities carved into stone to hidden oases locked away for centuries, these places defy everything we think we know about our planet. Join me as we uncover 15 of the most mind-blowing underworlds ever found. And number 3, you won't believe it's real. Number 15, Chinhoyi Caves. The Chinhoyi Caves, situated in north-central Zimbabwe, roughly 84 miles from the capital Harare, are a mesmerizing limestone and dolomite cave system known for their pristine stillness and depth. This system is a part of the Chinhoyi Caves National Park and offers an entry into an unseen underworld. At the heart is the Sleeping Pool, a glassy, deep blue body of water that remains a constant 72 to 75 degrees all year. Divers have gone beyond 330 feet, uncovering underwater passageways that connect hidden chambers, including the Bat Cave and Blind Cave. These submerged corridors suggest the system may stretch well beyond current knowledge. Though only partially explored, the cave's mystery and its quiet, cool environment create an almost sacred atmosphere. They were once a spiritual site for the local Shona people and still largely uncrowded. Their isolation enhances the surreal beauty, making the experience deeply immersive. It's a rare window into Zimbabwe's geologic and cultural underground. Number 14, Friawato Cave. Between the Rif and Middle Atlas Mountains in northern Morocco, just beyond the ancient city of Taza, you'll find this mysterious underground marvel that has fascinated explorers for decades. Locally known as Gar Friawato, this vast cave system is not only one of the largest in North Africa, but also one of the least understood. A tangled labyrinth of tunnels, chambers, and deep shafts, the caves plunge over 885 feet beneath the surface. Taza itself, once a capital during the Almohad and Marinid dynasties, adds more weight to the cave's historical significance. The first recorded descent came in 1930 by French speleologist Norbert Castaret, reaching 480 feet. Later, a 1969 expedition by Exeter University revealed additional chambers. Inside, massive calcium carbonate stalactites and columns stretch across cathedral-like spaces. A cold, crystal-clear underground river winds through the system, supporting a hidden ecosystem. Even today, much of Friawato remains unmapped, keeping its deepest secrets out of our hands. Number 13, Mammoth Cave. This infamous cave is located in the heart of central Kentucky, and it is one of the world's longest known cave systems. With over 400 miles of surveyed tunnels, it's more than 100 miles longer than any other known cave on Earth. Its vast interior has seen human presence for thousands of years, with evidence suggesting Native Americans explored it as far back as 5,000 to 8,000 years ago. Inside, it's a maze of twisting passages, steep drops, and cramped squeezes. The deeper you go, the more layers you'll find, stacked like an underground skyscraper. Stalactites, stalagmites, and gypsum crystals fill many of the chambers. In the early 1800s, Mammoth Cave was mined for saltpeter to make gunpowder. Later, parts were used as a tuberculosis hospital. Remnants of that era still mark places like Gothic Avenue. The limestone that formed the cave dates back 350 million years, from when shallow seas covered the region. Today, Mammoth remains a geological, archaeological, and historical colossus. Number 12, Mobile Cave. Mobile Cave lies beneath a barren stretch of land in southeastern Romania, near the Black Sea coast, and holds one of the most isolated ecosystems ever encountered. It was entered for the first time in 1986, and this underground world had been sealed off from the surface for millions of years. Inside this cave, life evolved in complete darkness, sustained not by sunlight but through chemosynthesis. Bacteria feeding on sulfur and methane form the base of a food web supporting dozens of strange species. The air is nothing like what we breathe, only around 10% oxygen and filled with carbon dioxide, methane, ammonia, and hydrogen sulfide. Despite the harsh atmosphere, over 48 species have been documented here, with 33 found nowhere else on Earth. Creatures like spiders, scorpions, leeches, and snails have all adapted to survive in this toxic, lightless environment. Mobile Cave remains one of the rarest biological sites ever discovered, cut off, extreme, and still revealing how life can push past every limit. Number 11. Kango Caves. Not far from the town of Ouchhorn, the Kango Caves stretch beneath South Africa's Swartberg Mountains in a winding network of ancient limestone halls. These caverns extend over 2 miles underground, though only a quarter is accessible to visitors. Early humans once took shelter here. Archaeological evidence shows human activity from the Middle and Late Stone Ages. In 1780, a local farmer stumbled upon Van Zil's Hall, a massive chamber the length of a football field. That discovery led to decades of exploration, revealing more sections like Kango 3, which was accessed after draining a water-filled passage. The caves were formed by slow erosion over millions of years and are filled with stone columns, stalagmites, and formations that resemble frozen waterfalls. Tours today guide visitors through lit walkways while revealing insights into both geology and ancient life. With formations dating back over 1 billion years, the Kango Caves remain one of South Africa's most awe-inspiring natural landmarks. Number 10. Vortex Spring. Vortex Spring in the Florida Panhandle defies every swampy stereotype associated with the state's freshwater sites. Here, a cool, clear spring flows year-round, fed by an underground river that carves through limestone bedrock. Just 58 feet below the surface begins an underwater cavern system stretching over 1,600 feet, mapped to 1,642 feet, though experts believe it runs even deeper. Past 115 feet, entry is blocked for safety, preserving its deeper sections for certified cave divers only. The system was formed through millennia of erosion, with acidic water gradually hollowing out the limestone. Constant water flow keeps visibility sharp and supports diving activities uncommon elsewhere in Florida. Vortex is also a major cave diving training site, offering everything from beginner courses to advanced certifications. It's an adventure zone, not just a natural wonder. The cave's depth reaches 310 feet, and while the full extent may never be mapped, its lure only grows for those drawn to what lies beneath. What do you think about it? Number 9. Glowworm Tunnel. In New South Wales, Australia, an abandoned railway tunnel has transformed into something few people expect. We mean it's a glowing, bioluminescent passage reclaimed by nature. Known as the Glowworm Tunnel, it was originally built in the 1880s as part of a railway used to transport shale oil through the Blue Mountains. After falling into disuse by 1915, it was sealed off, left to flood, and almost entirely overtaken by vegetation. But when it was reopened in the 1990s, explorers found that glowworms had colonized the interior ceiling. The damp, dark conditions inside had created the perfect home for these creatures, which now light the tunnel with a soft, blue-green glow. On certain days, rainfall creates a small waterfall at the tunnel's entrance. Adventurous visitors sometimes float through the flooded section in inflatable tubes or canoes, slowly drifting under the glowing canopy. Today, the tunnel stands as one of Australia's most surreal and scary underground locations, a blend of industrial ruin and wild transformation. Number 8. Sudwala Caves. In the beautiful province of Mpumalanga, the Sudwala Caves stretch deep into ancient rock, considered by many to be the oldest known cave system on Earth. Formed more than 240 million years ago, These caves began taking shape when Africa was still fused with South America, India, and Antarctica on the supercontinent Gondwana. The formations inside, stalactites, stalagmites, and flowstones, have been growing slowly ever since, at barely an inch per century. The largest chamber, the P.R. Owen Hall, is massive, about 230 feet wide and over 120 feet tall. Evidence of early humans, including tools from Homo habilis, has been found inside, dating back nearly 2 million years. Since the 1970s, sections of the cave have been adapted for modern use. P.R. Owen Hall now doubles as a concert venue, with seating for 500 and near-perfect acoustics. Constant airflow, which is still unexplained, helps preserve the cave's natural condition, making Sudwala a rare and weird geological and cultural landmark. Number 7. Benagil Caves. Along Portugal's southern coastline, the Benagil Caves form a remarkable series of sea grottos shaped over time by relentless waves and rainfall. The most famous chamber in the system has a circular skylight in its dome, known as the Eye, allowing sunlight to pour in and light the interior with a golden glow. Inside this natural dome is a secluded beach unreachable by foot. Visitors must travel by boat, kayak, or paddleboard, as swimming is discouraged due to strong currents and boat traffic. The caves themselves are carved from soft limestone, gradually eroded from above and below, resulting in hollowed-out chambers, tunnels, and openings. While there are many sea caves along the Algarve coast, the Benagil Formation stands apart for its striking architecture and atmosphere. During morning hours, sunlight strikes just right, giving the cave an almost dreamlike ambiance. Despite increased tourism, it retains a unique charm that continues to pull in photographers, travelers, and nature lovers alike. Now, let's head over to Number 6. Sun Jong Cave. Near the border between Vietnam and Laos, you'll find Sun Jong Cave, the largest known cave on Earth by volume. It's so massive it could hold a skyscraper and even has its own jungle growing inside. It was discovered in 1991 by local man Ho Khan and was left unexplored until 2009, when British caving teams conducted a full survey. Inside, the main passage stretches over 3 miles long, 660 feet high, and nearly 500 feet wide. One section includes the Great Wall of Vietnam, a 200-foot flowstone formation that blocked early explorers. The cave itself is estimated to be between 2 and 5 million years old, formed by acidic groundwater dissolving massive limestone deposits. A roof collapse in one section allowed sunlight to enter, creating a mini rainforest complete with monkeys, flying foxes, and hornbills. Tours began in 2013, but only a few lucky visitors are allowed each year to preserve the cave's pristine condition and shape. Number 5. The Caves of Nottingham. Underneath the busy streets of Nottingham is a vast and ancient underground world made up of more than 800 caves, tunnels, and chambers carved into soft sandstone. These passageways stretch beneath homes, shops, churches, and even Nottingham Castle. Some served as homes, others as tanneries, storage rooms, or secret hideouts. During World War II, many were repurposed into air raid shelters. The city's oldest recorded name, Tiguo Kobok, translating to place of caves, reflects this deep connection to the underworld. Nottingham's soft sandstone made it easy to dig, and new sections continue to be uncovered today. In 2017, students living on Mansfield Road found a stairwell in their basement that led into a forgotten chamber. The Nottingham Caves Survey is still actively mapping and recording these spaces, many beneath private properties. The City of Caves attraction below Broadmarsh Center gives visitors a guided tour through this vast subterranean maze, offering a glimpse into centuries of hidden history. Number 4. Khao Sam Roy Yacht National Park. Within Thailand's second-largest national park is a cave system known more for its residents than its walls, the Bat Caves of Khao Sam Roy Yat. As sunset nears, the sky over these cliffs shifts into motion. Thousands of bats begin to emerge in endless waves, streaming across the horizon in a black ribbon that stretches for miles. Some nights, the line lasts for over half an hour. Raptors often gather near the cave's mouth, diving through the swarm to snatch prey mid-air. This dramatic spectacle isn't just about bats. It's deeply tied to Thai culture. In nearby areas, caves holding bat colonies are respected by villagers, even marked with small Buddha statues as a sign of reverence. Roy Yat's Bat Exodus has become a must-see event, drawing tourists to safe viewing platforms without disturbing the creature's nightly ritual. Blending nature, survival, and spirituality, this underground world pulses with energy long after the sun sets. Number 3. Batu Caves. Well, roughly 7 miles north of Kuala Lumpur sits a cavern system known for its cultural, religious, and historical weight, and it's called the Batu Caves. This complex is made up of multiple chambers and passageways, with the temple cave being the largest and most visited. Reaching it requires climbing 272 steep steps, a pilgrimage in itself for Hindu devotees during Thaipusam, the annual festival that draws massive crowds. Inside, the main hall stretches over 300 feet and opens into a high dome illuminated by natural light. Smaller caves lie above and around it, including a gallery partially open to the sky. Though first documented in 1859 by zoologist William Temple Hornaday, locals had known of the caves long before. A 140-foot golden statue of the Hindu deity Murugan now stands at the base, guarding the entrance. Around the site, long-tailed macaques roam freely, often snatching snacks or sunglasses from tourists. Batu Caves remain a striking blend of spirituality, culture, and nature. Number 2. Fingal's Cave. Have you ever seen something that feels too perfect to be real? Well, this one fits that unreal description. Fingal's Cave sits off the Isle of Staffa in Scotland's Inner Hebrides, a place that looks like it was sculpted straight out of a myth. Its towering walls are made of hexagonal basalt columns, all interlocked like puzzle pieces, formed by volcanic eruptions around 60 million years ago. The cave stretches 270 feet into the cliffs and rises nearly 70 feet high, creating an echo so pure that ancient Celts named it Wam Bin, or the Cave of Melody. Legend says it was once part of a stone bridge built by the Irish giant Fionn mac Cumhail to reach his rival across the sea. On the opposite shore of this place stands Giant's Causeway, mirroring the same patterns. Rediscovered in 1772 by Sir Joseph Banks, Fingal's Cave later inspired Mendelssohn's Hebrides Overture and became a muse for artists, poets, and dreamers ever since. Number 1. Ryusendo Cave. Located in Japan's Iwate Prefecture, Ryusendo Cave stands as one of the country's 3 largest limestone caverns, a subterranean wonder filled with soaring chambers, intricate formations, and dazzling underground lakes. Surveys began in 1920, and while over 2 miles have been explored, only half a mile is currently open to visitors. The cave is best known for its 8 underground lakes, 3 of which are viewable via a public tour. Fed by an underground river, their waters are so clear that submerged lighting reveals vibrant hues of blue and green, thanks to natural filtration through limestone. One of the lakes plunges over 400 feet deep, making it Japan's deepest known underground lake. Visitors follow walkways, bridges, and stairs that rise from the water to the cave ceiling. The ecosystem here also supports rare bats, like the brown long-eared bat and Hilgendorf's tube-nosed bat, adding another layer of life to Ryusendo's otherworldly silence. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you soon in the next one.